Yet another KVK is done for me, and in this video we're gonna review who won, who lost the KVK, also what we achieved, and of course what's next for my account and for my alliance, right? First of all, we have to say that we lost, and I'm gonna show you the alliances who won this KVK, which was Age of Duality, right? Winners are X, which is Insomnia, HD, which is Hell Destroyers, and Seal, which is the Elites, right? Congrats to them, and the losers are BR, Locke, and Steel Hell Pirates. Of course, I'm gonna show you the alliance merits. BR is the number one alliance in terms of merits. The second one is Insomnia, HD is the third one, Elites, which is Seal Force, and then we are coming to the field, right? Of course, since we have kind of low amount of members and we did not really perform well in this KVK, I believe who won deserved it 100%, right? And congrats to them again, and hopefully they will use those Yggdra crystals in a proper way, so they will have more fun in next KVK, right? Besides the winners and losers, I'm gonna show you what we have actually achieved in during this KVK. First of all, we have to mention that we unlocked the G5 Archer, which is Ruby, and slowly we are going to awaken Ruby, right? Unfortunately, I don't have much of the legendary tokens in order for me to fast awaken her. If I could, I 100% would. If you still are asking questions regarding Ruby, how good is she? Should I invest in her? My advice would be yes. She is one of the best archer heroes we have in the game. So yeah, this was a pretty big thing. We got it from the Wheel of Destiny, and of course I used some gems to get some tokens from the lucky spins, right? The priority is to awaken her, because awakening skill actually matters a lot, extra normal attack to the random enemy legion during the fight, which is really impressive. And yeah, awakening skill is basically going to give you a lot of merits when you are going to be playing with Ruby, right? Of course, I will try my best to somehow get Kailan on a current strongest lord. It's impossible for me to get the points, because in general, strongest lords are the events where more pay-to-play players are getting the better spots, right? And plus, we are getting Great Hates event, and I'm gonna use some speed ups whenever Great Hates will be available to get some extra seal for a future legendary skin, which I hope I'm gonna get it, right? But at first, what happened for heroes? We got Ruby, right? Of course, also for the artifacts, we have some new additions. We didn't really add anything in terms of new artifacts for the level of the current artifacts, but we acquired Roaring Rager, which is amazing artifact for the Ruby, especially because of the extra normal attack damage which this hero does. You're gonna reduce the cooldown of this artifact, and since we have a lot of tests during the war gameplay, we basically saw that you will be able to use this artifact skill twice, and all the other artifact skills once, and they will be on cooldown. So full skill usage, every other artifacts will be only one, which is pretty unique, and of course we have to get it right. Also, I opened this one from the Forge of Light during the live stream, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was pretty lucky. I was really happy when I got it, and during the war gameplay, whenever you are going to use this artifact on multiple targets, it's basically guaranteed that you are going to get a lot of merits with that hero pair, right? So yeah, we got Roaring Rager, but priority is still kinda same. I will try my best to make Gilded Crossbow to level 5. It's level 3. Unfortunately, we have not managed to add a level during this KVK, but hopefully in the future we're gonna get 2 levels, and finally I will have my favorite archer artifact on a max level, and maybe in the future wish artifacts can be a priority, right? But still, there have to be a lot of Forge of Light spins draws in order for me to even unlock that feature, which is really really important, right? So yeah, only new artifact, which is Roaring Rager. That's it for the artifacts which we got progression in the Age of Duality KVK. For the war pets, of course, we were getting closer to having third war pet with this 3-star main talent skill. First one was Snow Peak Rock, second one was Shadow Manticore, and third one will be Barbed Manticore. We are short 900 experience, and finally, as soon as we're gonna finish the Barbed Manticore, I'm pretty sure I will start building the newest Archer Warped, which will be amazing for the Ruby and Island gameplay, right? And yeah, that's the progression. We are almost there. Maybe in the middle of the next KVK, this scale will be 3-star, and yeah, it's a big deal, right? 4,000 experience is not that easy to get in Call of Dragons, and yeah, I'm really glad that it will be my third warped, which will get there, right? Of course, we got the Chain Strike 3-star, and plus I'm working on a intense Chain Strike to make it 3-star. You can see we have 2k experience here. I would need like, yeah, 40-50k currency for the warped currency, and the intense Chain Strike also will be the 3-star. And yeah, this Shadow Manticore is slowly looking scary, right? Then I might go for the Tooth of the Close 3-star. And yeah, I guess maybe I will move today, for example, on a Snow Peak Rock to make Bladder or 2nd-star, right? But yeah, I just wanted to make Chain Strike Synergy 3-stars. I know I like this synergy for the Archer gameplay, and as soon in general, as soon as I'm gonna make Puncture 3-star, the new warped for the Archers, which is Wind Whistle, will be started. I can't wait already, because I know for sure that the new warped for the Archers is simply amazing, right? Like it deals actually a lot of damage, and it has a pretty amazing synergy with the Ruby. So yeah, that's basically current works and what we have achieved during this KVK. And of course, we kinda have to speak about Age of Duality in general. Do I like this KVK? Do I not? I believe if you are Archer or Mage player, this is not the best KVK for you. I actually didn't really like this KVK because I think there was not enough of a cool new artifacts from the artifact variants for mages and for archers, right? But for the infantry and for the cavalry, there was a lot, right? All the blinks, for example, this abyssal mirror is simply amazing for counter-attack damage. And in terms of utility, you can see most of them are basically good for infantry and for the cavalry, right? So my thoughts are that if you are archer player or if you are mage player, I would say this won't gonna be the most fun KVK for you, and if you are infantry or cavalry main, you are going to have a lot of fun playing Age of Duality KVK whenever you're gonna approach this one, right? Because most of the artifacts basically is amazing for those troop types, and yeah, I had a lot of troubles having wars in terms of mass PvP. And plus, yeah, like too much blinks for the infantry, too much stealth, too much camouflage. It was pretty rough for the ranged players to actually perform in the Age of Duality KVK, right? And hopefully I won't gonna play this one soon, right? So what we achieved and what's next, right? What we achieved in this KVK, we achieved the maximum amount of merits which we have ever gotten, which is 23 million, and from those 23 million merits, I can say that 23 is basically gotten from the archer hero pairs. This is what I call being archer main and archer player. All the tips and advices which I get for the archer heroes and archer things in general comes from my own gameplay. And yeah, Ufi and me, he is also amazing archer player. Basically, yeah, I'm showing you that I'm actually playing those archers. I'm not really saying for the fashion that I'm archer main, right? So yeah, it's a pretty big achievement for me. I got really little amount from infantry, really little amount from the cavalry, some amount from the mages, and basically 99% is merits which I got from this KVKs from the archers, and yeah, I feel really proud by this stat, and hopefully next KVK we are going to get even more, right? So yeah, what's next? It's a perfect segue for us to speak what's next. For my account, of course, next is to make more tier 5 troops to unlock, because of course I want to get the wyverns tier 5, and Pathfinder is amazing. Legion March Speed is perfect for the archer heroes and archer troops, so I'm really excited to unlock this skill and max it out, right? Of course I'm going to try my best to get decoration in higher percentages, and of course since I have 3 seals, I will try my best to slowly get legendary archer skill. I will decide which one. I absolutely hate how the Pearl Palace looks. I was expecting something better. In terms of alliance, as I know that there is a huge changes in terms of Steel Hell Pirates. There are gonna be a lot of changes. Let's see what kind of changes there will be. Of course, some people will decide to leave, some people will have to leave, and some people will stay, right? I guess in order for us to find out what's going to happen next, we have to wait maybe a couple of weeks, whenever at least matchmaking will start, and we will understand what is going to happen with the pirates, right? But from what I know and from what I can share, there is going to be a lot of changes, and I believe those changes are not really a surprise, because I believe changes are happening in every single alliance, because a lot of alliances are basically disbanding, a lot of alliances are basically being created, and people are moving, right? People are moving, and they are looking for a new homes to feel safe and to have fun in Call of Dragons. I believe not a single alliance disband is going to end the game. It's impossible that 200 players is going to leave the game and game is dead, right? Game is going to continue. I believe game is going to keep growing on a yearly basis, right? So yeah, a lot of changes. Hopefully the next anniversary will be amazing for a Call of Dragons in general. And of course, soon it's Christmas, soon it's a New Year. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year for all of your families and everybody who are close to you. For my country, we celebrate New Year more than Christmas, and I'm going to try my best to make some videos. Also, on 30th December is my birthday, so lot of celebrations for me, and it's always really tough for me to make content whenever there is December and especially end of the December, right? But I will try my best. I will try to be active as soon as possible, because I love doing this, and hopefully we're gonna continue growing this channel even more and more, right? So all the health and the wealth for you and for your families on these holidays, and as always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.